Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We are back live. Ashley D and Dr. Storm.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, man. Dr. Storm, how was your day today?
It was productive. It was good. It was good. I don't got no complaints today, y'all. The Lord has been good.
Dr. Storm been hustling, y'all. All day long I got on her. I said, you gonna answer my call today.
She be trying to treat me bad, y'all.
I said, I'm gonna text you first. How your day going? We are so excited to be back with you guys. I feel like, as we get ready to conclude season 1, it has been such a joy. Like just having to get up knowing it's Tuesday, our favorite day of the week, to be able to hang out with you guys, tell you some good knowledge, some good information. It's such a joy. This is episode 8 of the Encouraging Woman She Speaks podcast.
Yes, we have made it.
We made it
far, and there's so much more to go.
Oh my gosh, this year has just been flying. I tell everybody, I'm like, man, we already about to be in May. My birthday coming up.
We didn't even get to the month yet.
June gonna be here before you guys know it. But I'm so excited today. Like today is one day that I'm just saying to myself, okay, this is some good information we're about to get. But before we get started, we love to do in our normal tradition. We love to basically give you guys jewels and things that are happening in the city that we want you guys to join us in on. Coming up, we have Red Learning Academy's second annual gala happening on May the 11th.
Yes.
At Redeeming Word.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like today,
wait, don't forget who's the keynote speaker.
Wait. Ashley D is the keynote speaker.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited. Isn't Sierra a host for it?
She's our host. Ooh. So you actually get to meet our host for the gala tonight.
Yes.
I'm so this is like
it's a double whammy.
Yeah, it is. It just came to me.
Yeah.
Because we have the keynote speaker that y'all see bi-weekly. And then you actually get to see the facilitator, the host of the event on May 11th. This is going to be good.
It's going to be good. Because we're going to drop some more jewels. Like, I feel like May 11th is one date that I'm just, like, highly anticipated. I'm like, we getting closer, Storm. Yeah. Dr. Storm, we getting closer, girl. We getting closer. Yeah. So we have Red Learning Academy's gala coming up. Then we also have the summer program for Red Learning Academy. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're doing at Red Learning?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
This summer, it is an 8-week summer camp. Oh, Jesus, I had to prepare myself for that. 8 weeks, and we have partnered with Mega School of Music with Mr. Mark McCleary, and we're planning on teaching the students all different instruments. They're going to have a showcase, academics. Y'all know I'm big on academics now.
Big time.
So it's just going to be a full circle where the kids get to have a great time. The applications right now is free. Yes, free. 99.
I was gonna say we love free. If it's free, give me 3.
Yeah, so the applications is free. You can go on the website at www.red, that's with 2 D's, learning.org. And I promise y'all, we have so much in store. I'm super excited.
I cannot wait.
I am super excited.
Just seeing everything the babies are up to. I looked at the whole clip and everything. I was like, oh.
And the clip is on my page. And if you have any questions, just DM me. But as of now, the application fee is free 99. So make sure you guys, if you are interested, put in your application, DM me, give me a call, so we can speak about it, because spots are filling up quickly.
What's the hours? Your hours?
Ooh, hours are 7:30 to 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So early drop off is at 7:30. It includes free breakfast and lunch. We take field trips every Friday.
Every Friday.
How they say it?
Wait a minute. What's the age groups?
It is kindergarten through 8th grade. So no high schoolers, but kindergarten through 8th grade. Yes.
Man, where were you? Like, oh my gosh. I'll never forget. True story. I used to sign my son up every year to the Boys and Girls Club, trying to hope I can meet the criteria financially. So I have to pay for summer school. Listen, it was hard when he was younger during those years. And to have this opportunity for our kids, like, this is something major, y'all.
And one of the blessings behind it is that I always say the summer is where the students really lose everything they have to learn throughout the school year. So we're definitely blending it with the, the sports, the music, but we got to get the academics in there. I believe in building that gap.
Wow.
And making sure my babies don't lose nothing, honey.
This is some good stuff, guys. Yes. You guys got to take advantage of these opportunities. And the very last announcement we have We have Teen Summit
I'm
hosted
excited
by
about
Fort
that.
Lauderdale Black Police Officers Association.
Yes.
I am this year's chairperson. I am so excited, y'all. I've never actually been a chairperson in the aspect of this magnitude. Like, I'm like,
What you trying to say?
ooh.
This your elevator?
Listen, it's a whole nother level.
Okay.
I'm on a new level.
Oh.
So I'm so excited for this one because I'm really putting my time and effort into this event. Like,
Yes.
July 12th at the Stranahan High
Woo
School.
woo! That's where I got my diploma from.
Y'all, she a dragon. So yes, we will be hosting this year again, July 12th for Teen Summit.
Yes.
It is a free opportunity. We have seminars happening, special guests. It's just an amazing time. Free food, y'all.
I had some good food.
Listen, it
was home cooked too.
Oh yes, it was.
It was catered.
So just know, if my hands are touched to it and put into the plow, then you know it's going to be something so great. So please sign your child up. The website is flbpoa.org. So please sign your child up. Tickets are available for registration now.
But wait. Let me say something real quick. The way you gave those announcements, it's like you was at church.
I was, girl. I was like, you know, I done seen it for
Listen,
so long.
and y'all think that them announcements like the people that they give it at the church, drop some fire in the chat. We're gonna have a good time tonight, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna have a good time tonight, and I am so ready.
Listen,
So
okay, you got it.
let me introduce this amazing lady, young lady, because you know we're not Tenderoni season. We are. Her name is Handy CC. She goes by, but it's Sierra Timberlake. She wears so many hats, from being a captain in the Air Force, for entrepreneurship. She is a super host. That means she got a couple of Airbnbs in the city of Hollandale, Hollywood. And I'm claiming Miami, West Palm Beach, and Broward.
Give it to her,
And
CC.
she's just an amazing individual that gives so many jewels.
Yes.
And one of the things that I always tell her is that anybody that she's connected to, whether she knows you or not, you're going to walk away with some type of knowledge. And she's going to drop those jewels for free.
Listen, free 99.
Yes, free. I'm not going to say too much. I'll let her tell you her story. We're going to go into different topics. But and what she's most famous for is that she's a travel agent. So when y'all be seeing me about to catch another flight, she is my personal travel agent. Let me tell y'all how bad it is. I'm very spoiled.
Talk about
and
it.
that's how she has her clients. The only thing I tell her is how much do I have to pay and what is my dates and everything else. I just show up.
She take care of it.
I literally show up, you guys, and it's amazing.
She take care of it.
I can just say that you guys are in for a treat.
I love it. I'm so excited because I've always been interested in this field. So to have someone so tangible to us is like, ooh, we good now.
Yes.
So please, without any further ado, let's put our hands together for Miss Sierra.
Hi. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Thanks for having me today.
Hello.
Awesome. And I want to say she speaks 2 or 3 languages.
Oh my God. Come on now.
I speak Google Translate. I'm here for it. I speak Google Translate. So yes, I am Sierra Timberlake. As Dr. Storm told you, I'm an Airbnb super host. It's really hard to keep that status nowadays, especially with all the complaints and all the shady stuff that some hosts do to cut corners. No different than a hotel. Captain in the Air Force. I will be retiring in the next 5 years from the military. That means, hitting my 20-year mark. And then, as she said, I do have a few Airbnbs in Hollywood, in the Hollandale area. Yes, to expand, as she stated, she'll probably help me buy one of those buildings that we'll be moving to in the future. So, without further ado, because I know you guys are going to have some questions. The thing, let's just jump into it. So what does a travel agent do? A travel agent is like basically your own personal concierge. So instead of you having to call Delta if something's wrong with your flight, instead of you looking for the hotel or doing research for your trip, I do all of those things. If you have an issue, I baby my clients. I just like to know where they are. We're most likely going to be communicating through WhatsApp, right? So if you have Facebook, and the function, we're going to communicate through WhatsApp. And this is why. WhatsApp allows me to help you whether you are with an Android or an iPhone.
Okay.
WhatsApp allows me to see your location worldwide. WhatsApp allows me to put multiple people in a group, including your mama, if you get lost. Okay. So that's usually how I communicate with everyone, and also making sure that we keep everything on point, links, locations. When it's time for you to go on an excursion, when you're traveling worldwide, most of the excursion hosts are going to use WhatsApp. So I can jump into that chat as well and make sure that whatever I negotiated for my clients, that is what happened, right? But I have established people who I like to work with excursions with in certain countries. My biggest headache as a travel agent, or even traveling with family or anything like that, is a realistic expectation. And as Dr. Storm said, a budget.
Yes.
You must know your budget.
Right.
If you go on these vacations and you did not budget, you're going to come home and you're going to be broke for 6 months because you overspent. I've had people who I haven't seen for a year, and not because of me, because of them.
Right.
Because of them. They wanted to stay at the Airbnb instead of an all-inclusive resort. That blew up in their face. Wow. Now, although I am an Airbnb host, I do not book my clients Airbnbs.
Okay. Why?
Because that is a 1-to-1 error. If that host mess up, there's no other location that I can quickly move them to and not pay an additional cost.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
So if that Airbnb host is not a nice person, or they hate the location, what can we do now? You're in country. You're in that city. It's the same day. Your trip is going to be substantially more now that I have to find you a last minute hotel. So yes, I do host Airbnbs, but I'm also very particular, right? I under present my Airbnb and then I overperform always. And that's how I've been able to maintain Superhost. But if you get canceled in New Orleans right now, you know how much a night in New Orleans on the weekend is? Do you know what that is? That is a lot of money. Okay. Wow. So we're going to have to move along with that. Right. Are we able to see these things on the screen? I was like, what is that?
I have no idea.
I can see emojis.
Yes. It was some emoji that popped up. I thought that was really interesting. So, Sierra, just speaking, we're talking about travel. When it comes to the travel, are you more so in terms of cruises, or you open to all bookings, nationwide, international?
It depends on the traveler.
Okay.
It depends on the traveler. If it's your first time and you're not well versed in traveling abroad, I would prefer you to go on a cruise.
Okay. Right.
That's abroad travel. If you're a well-versed traveler, you can book your Airbnb. If you're just getting into it, you're definitely going to an all-inclusive resort, so we can have a little bit more control of where you're going. Pricing with the travel agent. All funds are up front. So sometimes it seems more expensive than what it actually is, right? So I do every possible fee beforehand. Transportation,
she's really good.
Food, drinks, excursions. Most excursions now I do not book until about the last 45 days before you go. The reason, we'll talk about group, which is sometimes you may have thought that 10 people were going and 3 people show up.
We talked about that.
Yes. You can re-ask your question so everyone can follow along with it. You asked me what?
Absolutely. So the question that I asked Sierra was, why is it in the beginning when we're planning a trip, it's always a large group? Right. And that by the time it hits the second month prior to the trip, the count of who's coming just dwindles down even further. to where it's just a couple that's going.
Right.
Why is that? Why is it we as people can't get it right, in my opinion?
Not just us people, all people. So what is happening is that budget.
Okay.
So we'll say it's a group trip and it's a birthday. Mm-hmm. Well, we're just going to say Sasha. Sasha says it's my birthday. We going June. We going on a trip in June. Okay. Sasha, what's your budget? Oh, I'm turning 40. I want to spend $5,000. Okay, Sasha. Does everyone else in your party want to spend $5,000? Yeah, they got it. They got it. No, they don't have it. How close is the trip? June is right around the corner.
Right.
Anytime you use a travel agent, your trips have to be paid off 50 days prior to your date of travel.
Okay.
50 days prior. So you don't even have to get a credit card. You don't have to do any of those things. You would set yourself on a continual payment schedule, and you have to be paid off 50 days prior.
Wow. 50 days.
Makes sense.
And, and it sounds like to me that you have to have your funds. You can't say, I'm going to go on a trip and spend this $5,000, and then when it comes time to meet those monthly payments, you're either going to snooze or lose.
You don't even have to do, and the payments are based off of yourself.
There you go.
But remember, if you do not pay it off, you will only get a voucher unless you paid for the additional insurances and all of that stuff to get full money back. You're only going to get a voucher back. And if your trip involves a plane ticket, you only get a flight credit back. Same thing. Same thing.
That's
so
good.
what I have done is, when to make groups successful, is if you have a group of 10, I tell whoever the lead is, send me everyone's number. I'm going to talk to them personally outside of the group to see what is comfortable for them.
Right.
And then based off that, I go back to the lead, whoever that person is, and I say, so listen, 5,000 is very nice. Very nice. Very nice. You're the only one who's going to be going.
Yeah.
Right. So if people are telling the truth and realistic of what they can do, then you can actually get on that trip, right? Because that's also why I say a cruise. A cruise allows you to go from the penthouse balcony all the way to the interior with 4 people. Just live within your means. It's okay.
And still have a good time.
Some are going to be on the balcony.
Okay.
Other people may need to be interior, but you may just book what you can actually do. Right. And then my thing is, I'm always telling people the truth. Sometimes I piss off my clients, but I want them to travel more and more and more and more, because when you get these experiences and you come back home to the community, you work differently.
You do.
That's what I feel.
It's like a reset.
You work differently, you move differently.
I read an article recently, and it stated that when you are aware and you know that you have a vacation plan, that you are waking up each day more excited because you're looking forward to that vacation coming.
Right. I agree.
Hence why I'm so excited, like I'm ready to go.
So wait, I have another thing I like to do for vacations. I usually like to pick somewhere where even if it's not the beach, I prefer the beach, but even if it's not the beach, a pool. And then I buy a swimsuit. So I'm always looking forward to putting that swimsuit on, right? So guess what that makes me do? Work out,
being in the gym.
Right. So it's healthy. You see, guys, it is.
It's interesting because I'm laughing, you all, because I just told you all this is my personal travel agent, and I'm the one that go to trips with her. Yeah. And I don't post none of these photos.
At all.
But when we outside,
we enjoying our time. We're not trying to post everything that we're doing.
But you know what? This is so good because I don't know what it takes behind the.
We have no clue.
I don't, because one of the things that I do is that I pay my money, solidify my date, and I just show up to the airport.
That's it.
So
that's exactly what she does. Because I've already done everything. I looked up the best restaurant. nightclubs. I know where we're going. And if it's my clients, I base it off of them, right? I have people who only want to go to the resort and lay in the pool.
Right.
Yeah.
So I pick based off of your personality, not mine. Now, safety. I am an internet auntie, okay? You're not going certain places right now, okay? If you want to go, okay. But I'm going to send you a text message and I need you to respond that I told you this was not a good idea. You can't hold it
going on record.
We're going on the record. We're going on the record. So one place I'm not playing with my clients right now because it's been such bad reviews is Dominican Republic.
Really? Oh my God.
I
just met someone that's from DR and she was like, yeah, the best time to go, you know, year round is fine. And to hear that from a travel agent, I'm just like, oh,
why?
Wow.
Why, CC?
Yes, I heard that. I definitely heard that before. So,
Is it the time of the season or is it?
No, just period. Our sister told us that too. She went to DR and she had a horrible experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So DR right now is off the list.
Yeah.
For my clients, yes. They can go. I will book them. But on the record, nope.
And I think that's one of the amazing things about Sierra is that the transparency. That's one. Because usually as a travel agent, you're looking to make the money. And one of the things that I have always heard you say that, you know, you're in it for the passion of the people because you want people to get to the life of you. It's necessary to travel. And it's so much to see. And to be that transparent to say, listen, I don't think that this would be the place for you. Even if you tell me, you know, Sierra, I want to go. I'm going to go to somebody else. It's like, okay, I'm willing to lose your deposit, your commission on this trip as long as I have a peace of mind that I did right by you. And that is huge.
I had a group of girls decide that they wanted to go to Jamaica and they was going to find a cheaper stay. Okay. I remember that episode from Martin with Gina when they went to Chilligan's Island. Yep.
That ain't no puppy.
That ain't no puppy. They complained so bad and then tried to WhatsApp me while they were on vacation. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I will not book below. I'll do a high 3-star, but if you below a 3.5, I'm not doing it. I mean,
and she means that you all.
She ain't gonna do it.
I can tell her I'm going on a trip with someone else that I just had to pay my money. She's like, okay, so what's the hotel? And I'll tell her the hotel. She's like, oh no, you're not staying there. So it's like, okay, y'all, I can't stay there.
Wow, I love it.
Sometimes it's like that, and then you know what? Sometimes hotels improve, but I'm not willing to risk any of my clients. And then don't forget, well, you don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. So hotels reach out to travel agents and they offer us what they call fam trips, familiarization, so that we can get familiar with the property, the location, so that we can advise well. If with familiarization, we advise well, I mean, we're going to let you know where you need to be.
Right.
Okay. And then I can also say, oh, you know, I stayed at that hotel. I didn't like it. You know, I didn't feel like this was the best stay for me. Just like even right now, people are going to the Bahamas. Atlantis used to be the creme de la creme. Now, the Bahimar. And it's not even in the downtown Nassau area. It's like a little further off. But if you want the luxury stay, you're going to the Bahimar. And Bahimar is knocking you over the head with prices right now.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look, yes, ma'am. You got your $650 a night?
Ooh, child. That sounds like a W.
$650. Oh, and that location is not all inclusive.
What? Wow. We got Stacey Campbell states great information. I think listen. Sarah, you've been dropping jewels on us. So as you were saying about, just booking, being a travel agent, I feel like for my family, I'm like the travel agent. I'm always Googling different restaurants to go to and everything. But I think about you and like, how do you balance? You have the Airbnb hosting you're doing. You're also a travel agent. You wear all these different hats. How are you able to manage and balance the many hats that you have? Because every time I've seen you, Sierra, you never look like you stressed. Sierra, like, actually, let me show you how to fix your IG right quick. Like, let me tell you, this lady has so much information to give every person she encounters. And you've always been genuine about it. And I just love that about you. Like, you're like, we're going to fix this right now. So how do you balance it? How do you do it? And you continue to pour into others. What's your secret?
Okay. I'm going to tell you. But for Coach Shelton, I didn't say that it wasn't safe. I just said that they did not have a good time. They did not enjoy it. So I'm not sending my clients there. It is a beautiful country. It's probably one of the places where you want to local who you know. Right. As far as sending my clients to Dominican Republic, no, they will not be going. There's some colorism going on. They have all the issues with Haiti, which is on the same, island. No, it's too much for my brown skinned girls to enjoy their margaritas on the beach and have a great time. So yes, I have been to DR and had a great time. Safety is okay. And also for males, because my cousin recently went and he was not safe. So yeah, like robbery type deal. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole thing. Okay. So as far as balancing, I stress just at home, like at home, or you have to really say, all right, God, I see you putting a little pressure on this diamond. Well, hold me down there, buddy. Hold me down. Which way would you like me to go? Which way would you like me to go?
Shield.
Now on the Airbnb side, I have hired, so I do cleaning, and then I have also hired some staff, which I try to reproduce, put money back into the community. So some elderly people who you can't really work like that, but you can come help me do a cleaning. Yeah, I will pay them cleanings. I have things on access codes. So even if I'm out of town, my stuff is set up literally. I have 3 to 4 cleaners who are available for access that they can go in, do what they need to do, get the location ready, and then the next client comes in. And I can do a lot of stuff from my phone. So that's remote. Social media. Finally, this year, next week, I finally get to hire a social media assistant because, as you ladies know, it's overwhelming.
It's too much.
Yes, it is.
It is too
like
much.
which hashtag today? Jesus Christ! Right?
Like what's trending right now?
What time to post?
I'm telling you, it's so much.
I'm terrible.
A social media assistant is so clutch because I don't have the time and the capacity to do it anymore. Like on my personal page, I'm like, I can't post. I don't have enough time or day to do it.
Right.
With all the actual social media accounts I run as well. So that is a good idea. I need to get back to doing that because I can't.
Yeah, and then the meta suite tell you when to post. It'll tell you your high peak times. It'll maneuver your posts, and then it'll let you schedule about a month out. And then
I love that. That's like so clutch. It's so clutch. I kid you not. The chapter stuff, I was like, let me program this right now. Let me do it the night before.
Just go ahead and have everything pre-posted.
We just need a whole month just to plan out the scheduling of everything we're running.
Yes.
If we just had a month to do that, I think we'll be so set for like almost 3 to 6 months.
Yes.
No.
We got to.
No. You can plan out. You can plan out a month, but remember the trending music is going to keep changing.
You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
And so no, you can have it in the drafts. Yes.
Okay.
But
so
schedule,
you can just make 5 pages.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I thought I knew a lot about it. I'm telling y'all, I thought I was a social media guru. No, Sierra got me beat.
No.
Sierra got me.
Sierra, remember when we was talking about social media? We was talking about the followers.
Yes.
And
Sierra's like, Ashley. I was like, I don't know who that person is. I was like, I don't know. She's like, Ashley,
don't get me started. Don't get me started with the fake followers. Storm, we know some.
The fake friends. The fake numbers.
Oh my God. It's crazy things people
They
do.
pay a lot of bots. Let me tell you something. So the easiest way to see if someone has real followers or these are real people, you can look at their followers, right? So myself, I think I'm close to 3,800 now, right? Okay. So when you look at my followers, then all you gotta do is press that Reels button, right? On Instagram. Instagram specifically says when you're like on the business side that you will really see about 6% of your followers.
Right.
So 6%, let's just do 10% for me, right? That's 380.
Right.
If someone's views and they do not have at least 6%, they are fake.
Well, we call them fake friends.
Well, you pay for the bots and they filled up stuff. Also, you want to pay attention to people's likes and things like that. The reason, and this is only for people who are starting businesses, right? Sometimes they pay these influencers, but they're not influencing
at all.
Nobody. Nobody's watching. No one cares. Dr. Storm, who just opened her page for anyone who's not following, Dr. Storm, on her page, she always wows me because I think how many people on your Instagram?
I only have 500 people and I don't need
500 people. If you were on the viewing side of her stories, more than half of the people are in the stories. They like it.
They're watching.
They comment. Look,
they always watching.
You click on the thing, 5 people done saved the post, but are you buying the house? Buy the house.
You but like now we talking about language.
That part.
Yeah, buy the house. Buy the house, then buy the vacation package. And I'll loop that back into one set of my clients who I told them, I said, no vacations for you this year.
Right.
They spend enough on vacations that they could have used that for a down payment for a house.
Ooh. So Sierra is also, she teaches financial literacy courses. She helps out with personal and business credit.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's like a win-win almost because she talks about the travel portion of your life. And then also she lets you know to have a realistic plan to where maybe we just shift some things around because we're all driven to owning some property.
Right.
And I love the way you have those two hats where you can have a client and they're ready to spend $5,000 on travel.
Correct.
And you're like, no, maybe we need to save this money and get you out of this apartment and put you in a house.
Right.
And then we could think about traveling next year.
Right. And also with timing, right? Because we're about to go into the summer spike. So if they haven't been planning yet, okay, go ahead and take the trip because once you hit past the summer, prices are going up. That's going to be a seller's market, right? And we have to take advantage when it's a buyer's market.
Yes.
So once the holiday season comes in, people don't want to move during the holidays. They want to be home sweet home.
Watching Hallmark.
Oh, you know that's my favorite channel. Watching Hallmark and then see you for the new year. Now we're back, right? So we have to be strategic with it as well. With that, if you plan far enough in advance, right? You can make smaller little payments and that will not affect you, right? I also want to say, I want people to explore the USA a little bit more. I agree. Want them to explore the USA.
I saw a TikTok about Arizona and there was this beautiful all-inclusive location. And I was like, I never thought about vacation. Yeah, it probably was. I can't
Right.
recall off the top of my head, but I was like, I saved it. Yes, I did. I said, we gonna go.
We going to Arizona.
We gotta go to Arizona. It looks so beautiful.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to do here already, right? So some people, we're in South Florida, right? So for us, it's very easy to get to these Caribbean countries, South America, anything like that. My clients that are coming from New York, maybe the flight is not as cheap because during pandemic,
Right.
I mean, I was in Costa Rica for $150 round trip, JetBlue. You know what I mean? So I'm also like cost
during the
effective.
pandemic.
During the pandemic, oh man,
You got that, right?
pandemic travel, chef's kiss, you know. But I would prefer, and I like short trips, right?
Yes,
I like a quick
That's
in
better.
and out. I don't want to be there for a very long period of time. I just like
Yes.
to come, see what's going on, and go home. I don't need
Right.
a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I see a lot of Canadians take 1 and 2 week vacations. Sometimes
I know.
they take like a month. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be gone that long.
I started missing my mama.
I'm like, I'm missing my clothes.
That's you missing your mama.
I started missing Leslie.
And actually, we both have sons.
And she like, hey, you on vacation? I'm like, I know. I'm just calling to see what you're doing.
Don't get Leslie started. Don't get my girl started. I love it.
You know another thing I thought about, ladies? So I talked to one of them recently. I didn't book her trip to Thailand, but she went and I asked her, I said, do you have all your vaccines? She said, what? I said, what? What you mean, what? I said, you know, there's diseases in these other countries, malaria, what is it, chikungunya, whatever. Like,
that's the other language I was telling you about. That's the other.
No. That's what it's called. It's like chikungunya. No, they had that in Jamaica too. I don't know how. I think it was spread by mosquitoes. But listen, you have to have your meds too going to certain countries. Vaccinations. Right. Now again, I'm military, so I'm already vaccinated with a lot of stuff, right? All kind of stuff. I hope I don't turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but you know, when I look on the list, I'm good to go. Others are not, so I always ask them, you know, is your insurance up to date? I don't want you traveling over there and you don't have travel insurance. What happens if something happens?
Right.
Like, y'all saw those people who just recently got left on that cruise in South Africa?
What? Tell us about it.
So there was, I'll say Africa, because somewhere in Africa there was a cruise. So on cruise ships, and when me and Dr. Storm were on a cruise, we watched people run into the dock. They almost missed that boat.
Hilarious. Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna repost that video.
Just like the movie.
We saw a lady running. We were down there. We had got our drinks, and I said, "Let's go to the top, y'all." They was like, "Wow!" I said, "I want to see who's running." Our other friend, ain't nobody gonna be running. Yes, they are. There's always someone running. We go up there, we laughing. We see a lady running across with her boyfriend, running behind the people like, and then here goes the ship.
They tell you hurry up.
Bonk, and they almost missed it. That golf cart was speeding down. Wow. Yes. So if you are traveling and you miss that port call, hopefully there's another ship coming after that they have space to let you on, but your items and everything is in that ship and that's it. You'll get your items later. Or if that's like they're going to the next port, you have to get yourself to the next port on your own cost. So the whole thing is that these people, this is why they tell you to do excursions that the cruise ship has, because sometimes you go over time. Now, for me, I would just advise you to do one excursion not far from wherever you need to be, because once that ship pulls off, any expenses after that is on you.
So that's expenses that's not included in your budget.
Wow.
Because now you done tapped into other funds because you have missed.
You have those funds. If you have those funds, some people spent their very last. If you have a credit card, did you just bring American cash?
Right.
This a little, deep into it. And then, a lot I learned too through my own error. Through my own error, I started traveling a lot on my own when I was at FAMU. When I learned all email group horror stories because I was a part of one, right? That's when I learned you can get left. I got left. This is why I don't not fly overseas. I got left twice. Countries with Spirit. When they said to, can you hear me? It's
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. When they said to be at that airport prior on that Spirit flight, they meant it.
Wow.
They meant it.
So they meant exactly what they said.
Right.
I literally got left in Peru. I got left in Mexico playing around.
What?
I learned these stories, so I really can advise my clients like, hey, if Spirit told you to be there 6 hours early, they meant it.
Right.
They were not, they were serious, and they you. And what I learned was when I went there, you know how you have gate check-in people, and then the people who check you in for the flight, and then someone at the gate to go onto the plane. It was the same people. It was the same people. So they would close the check-in gate to go get you on the plane. Yes. So the desk was closed. So they took the first 3 hours to get you through, put your bag where they need to be, right? Then they closed that desk down because that whole crew is now going to go put you on the plane.
That sounds like Dominica.
Yeah,
Dominica's like that. They have like that small airport. They move from one checkpoint and then
to another
to the next one. They put. Oh yeah, I definitely experienced it before.
Wow. So I got lost. Look, and she's right. This is when Google Translate.
Yes.
So I see why you speak more than one language.
She has
okay, it makes sense now.
Just enough to get on the plane. Just enough to get on the plane. Oh, por favor. Por favor.
The only language I know is Jesus get us home safe. Let him know we know turbulence. And I just sit
and she knows Sky Lounge. She knows country language. That's what she knows.
That's what Sky Lounge is amazing. Have you ever been to
I've seen the videos. Nope, not yet. I'm coming.
It's a whole nother life in the Sky Lounge.
I saw it on TikTok.
Look,
I love TikTok.
She sure does, because I told Dr. Storm specifically, I said we will be there early enough to enjoy the Sky Lounge.
Yes.
And that's what it is. It's telling you about the getting left in those other countries. If you miss your port call and you have to get to that next location, you have to have a credit card or their currency. And don't forget, you need some type of identification. Yeah, you need some type of identification, because how would they know who you are?
Right. That makes sense.
It does.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
In the case of those people who got left in Africa, there was one couple that had their passports and a credit card, and they were kind enough to pay for the other people who did not.
Wow. That's the only thing I got to say about that.
Listen.
Wow. But you never know when you're doing so much, when you're traveling, like all of these little nuggets are so important.
Yep.
It's extremely well for me. I just show up. I can't say that I want to be educated because I'm spoiled. You know? I just show up with my suitcase and my bag, and I just go have a good time. I can't even tell you how to decide what's on the itinerary besides what time to be up, and knowing we're going to do some excursions, and we're gonna eat real good. And I gotta put on my baby suit.
Real good. I would also say, so for cheap travel, right? So we see people who are like, oh, I went to this place for $100. Did they go for $100? Maybe. But remember, not choose that trip. They had a level of flexibility. They decided that they were going to click on something and they were going to go anywhere. They didn't have a set destination. So when you want to travel cheap, you have to be flexible. So yes, you could get to Jamaica for $400, but are you going to fly Spirit? Don't bags. Just bring a little book bag. Like it's not as easy as like people try to make it. Like, oh, I went to Thailand and this hotel was $50 night. Yes, flight there was $3,500, and you did not tell those people that.
Correct.
Yes, I could definitely say with all of these nuggets that you're dropping, Sierra, and it makes me realize how blessed I am to have a travel agent, because I don't know the other side of traveling. The only thing I know is to have a good time. And when you think about just wanting to travel, you don't want to put a lot of thought into it besides the date that you're leaving, having a good time, and hopefully whatever you do over there stays over there. And then you come back and
well, you know, I love to bring me a boyfriend back from these islands.
And do.
I'm kidding. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Green card.
Okay, well, you know what? My life has seriously changed since I've been traveling a lot. It's one of those things for me. It's such a reset that I come back as powerful as I was when I was here. And it's definitely needed. For me, I have to travel. Husband, children, future husband and children. Dr. Storm is out.
We out.
The children is with my mama, my husband, and I'm gone. I'm gone.
Well, he can come.
Yes, he can come.
That's y'all
different type of trips.
Not all of them, but some of them. I'm talking about the ones that I want.
Yeah. You have to have one specifically for him.
You got to balance it. So you have to have your trips lined up for your family. And I always say this, and you're gonna always hear me say this: no matter what, you need your girl trips.
You do.
You need your family trips. You need your husband trips.
You
need your children trips, and you need your girls trips.
Yeah, you do. I think I have that this year.
But with the right girls and the understanding before departure, right? Like I have a.
I hope Cece's there. Did it freeze?
She's still talking.
Okay. Hold on.
For these people for St. Lucia, right? They are specifically chosen. Certain people, the offer was not extended to. You're not gonna mesh with the group. So if you want a successful trip, whoever the lead is, so for anyone in the future who wants to be the lead of their trip, whoever the lead is, you need to know your group, right? And you have to be able to handle all of those personalities when you are the leader of that group, right? If you put yourself as the organizer, they're going to hound you. They're going to hound you. They're going to call, and they think that you are the travel agent. That's why you call me.
It's interesting because one of my family members, we're planning something now, and I said, listen, I'm going to do the introduction to Sierra, and after that, I'm done. All I want to know is the date that we're leaving, and where do I pay my money, but I don't want to do it. And it's interesting that you say that you have to know your group, and every time I travel, it's really 2 to 3. I don't go outside of 5. It's really 2 or 3 because for me, I know myself, and I just want to have a good time. Because the purpose of a vacation for me is to not be Dr. McCullough, not be Dr. Storm. When I'm on vacation, I am 110% Storm. I tell you. This one over here, she does her thing. I tell people, I'm on vacation. I'm not doing all that. I just not doing it. Because what it does for me is that it has changed my life in such a powerful magnitude that it's needed. For me, I have to go. At least once or twice a year, I'm out. Monopoly has taught me. As long as I got $1,000 plus in my bank, in my savings, I can go travel. That's what Dr. Stevens told me. Just in case you watch.
Just in case you watch. Okay. Look, don't tell them people that. But you know what else too? I'll tell you that's real for group trips. Respecting everyone, right?
Right.
Do not try to push what you think onto the next person. So, example, Dr. Storm goes to gym in the morning. Nope.
Even on the trip, I'm working out.
Yeah, she goes into the sauna room. I caught myself trying to follow her into the sauna room one time. I almost passed out in that. I said, let me get out of here. Why do you sit in this? This is not an appropriate thing to do for your body. Look,
I love it.
I believe the saunas is heaven.
The saunas are amazing though. I mean,
no, but guess what? I didn't curse her out or easy or do all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to the room. I see you for breakfast whenever you're ready, right? And that's the thing I think is really the key. Once you finally get the group there, all you really have to do is say, hey, we just came to have fun. Like, don't try to be a dictator on the trip. You just let people know, hey, at 5, we going here. If they make it, cool. If they don't, we leaving at 5 because we said we was leaving at 5. If you get left, you don't get mad that you got left because you knew you were supposed to be there at 5, right? You say is, what station? I'll take a taxi there, right? It's very easy. It really is. I promise you. Like, once you get letting people just be, and also being okay with knowing who you are. Example, I'm going out this weekend. I know it's gonna take me 2 hours to do my makeup. That's what I want to do. If Mom was with me and she done and she gotta go do something, I'd be like, well, you go ahead and go. I'm gonna finish this and I'll meet up with y'all. It's easy. It's easy.
And when it's my bedtime, they know. All right, I'm out. I'm heading back to the room. I'm out. And
they do know. Actually, you like you got a question. What you got for me?
So, do you feel it's important to when you're traveling out of town? Do you feel it's important to go with 2 people additional or 4? Is there a max for you that you would prefer? Because I've traveled where it's been 1 person with me and there's been 3 women with me. So, what would be the best option you would say or suggestion?
That's a good question.
I don't care how many women are with me or not. Like I said, I care about their attitude and the respect.
Yeah.
And knowing each other, like who they are. Example, if we have, like I said, for Dr. Storm, if I know I'm going to take 2 hours to do my makeup and we know the dinner's at 6, Sierra needs to leave at 3 so I can start. Don't like push what I need on to everyone else when I know I need to be ready at 6.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
And then, we grown, we're not in college anymore. So I think 2 to a room is the max.
Yeah, let's talk about that because usually when we go on vacations, not us, but when people take trips, they try to pile up in one room and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You need that space. I say the maximum 2 people in a room. For men, they need their own room because that's especially the single ones. Well, maybe the married ones. Okay, let's say it like this. If they married and it's a guy's trip, you can share. If you single men, you do not need to share a room.
Right.
Just
go ahead and pay the extra money.
Just pay the little extra.
Pay that money, man.
Just pay the money.
Yeah, pay the extra money. One thing I would like people to know, when you book an all-inclusive, regardless if it's an all-inclusive resort or a cruise, and you book for 1 person, they're pretty much still charging you the rate of double occupancy. You're just not getting double taxes. You are almost paying double occupancy. So sometimes, say you get someone you want to take in that time, you would just end up paying the taxes, additional taxes, not for a whole increase because you're already almost paying double occupancy.
Wow, that's good. Sierra, before we close out, what do you want the audience to know when it comes to either Airbnb, travel agent? Like, what do you want us to know?
I don't know. I would like people to know that I'm an open book. That, as we stated before, and as you stated, and I stated, that I just want you to have the best deal and best experience. And I'm just going to
Okay.
tell you the truth, even if you're not using me. That's why for some of the consultations, I just charge the consultation fee because I don't want to waste your time, right? I had someone look for a trip to Thailand. They found it cheaper. I said, I don't know how, but okay. If that's what you need to do, I'm okay with it. And I want everyone to experience the world.
Yes.
Experience the world whichever way. If you do book an Airbnb, I would love for you to book the Airbnb that has like different types. Like the best Airbnb to me experience that I've stayed at was in Ecuador off a cliff in a clear cabin. That was like my top tier experience. Experience the world. It makes you different when you come home. You're going to perform differently. You're going to feel differently. You're just going to have different views. And those different views help our community.
Yes, it does.
Because you're going to work. You're just going to help. It's going to be, you'll have a passion for it. And I hope everyone finds their passion. That is what I hope.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Sierra, just give everyone your social media handles so they can follow you, like, subscribe, whatever you need them to do.
Okay. So it's going to be Handy, like a handyman, HANDYCCSISI Travels. And I will come up with my verified certification, verified check on Instagram. Facebook, I'm on, but I am mostly on Instagram. Facebook, you can do the same name, or you can find me under my full name, which is Sierra Timberlake. You'll see both, and it's better to use the Handy CC because we only get so many followers for Facebook before you lock you out.
Correct.
Yes. So I thank you, ladies, so much for having me on and continue your great work for the community. Y'all look so lovely. Look, the background look good. I need a beige background too, baby.
We appreciate you so much, Sierra, for dropping those jewels. Thank you for always just being who you are. We just love that. I know I love it. I love everything about you. Like, that's my girl.
Ashley D talks so highly of Sierra, and it's just amazing. I tell everybody, listen, when it comes to my little circle that I have, we're some powerful women, and we all have something so great going on.
Yes.
And I'm just grateful to have both of you in one room on May 11th. Sierra as the host, Ashley D as the keynote speaker.
Let's go.
Listen, y'all better get in the building because we ready.
We ready.
And I have one last thing to say for anyone who's going to be following us, reaching out to us, Dr. Storm, Ashley D, or myself. Please come genuine. We are very intuitive women, and we will feel the shade. So please come to us. We would love to bless you with the blessings, but we will also cut it off. Okay.
Immediately.
If my friends tell me, y'all, they be like, "You're just too sharp."
Yes.
Well, you're assertive.
Listen. We go.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Sierra, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please follow, like, share, subscribe to everything we drop jewels about tonight. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
And before we leave, we got to give a shout out to the best tech in the United States of America.
You said United States?
She's the best.
Coming.
She is the best. When I tell you, super amazing. We also have another tech person here with us that I call him
Mr. Turtle coming through for us, y'all.
When we talk about blessings
every day,
let me say this. When God has his hands on a project, and I truly believe this, especially with my experiences that I have had in life. No man can touch.
No man.
And it only gets better and it gets greater. So I am super excited just for this platform. And when you see like the three of us, and I just got, you never know what gifts each person has, but iron sharpens iron all day long.
All day long.
All day long.
Always say it.
Next year, But we have Handy CC.
Come on, CC.
I call her Sierra, my personal travel agent. I just want to know what we have accomplished thus far. So I'm super excited.
Yes.
You know, y'all drop some fire in the chat.
Come on, drop the fire in the chat, y'all.
And make sure you plan your trip. I'm already planning mine. I got two that I need two more.
We out this year, man. We got things to do. People to see. Places to go.
Thank you all. Thank you all for watching.
Y'all so much.
Yes. See y'all. What? When is the next slide?
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Ooh. Yes. We got Mental Health Month coming up, guys. So we're going to have some jewels and information being dropped to keep us going, keep us alive.
That's right.
And we'll see y'all soon. We love y'all. Bye.